is Keefe telling the truth in your opinion?
No. Like I know the story from Dre. Just like
okay.
in a regular conversation. There's no way them would have let nobody owe them $1 million. I think it made for a really good story.
Yeah.
But Puffy should be nervous.
You think so?
Hell yeah. I'm gonna say it. I don't give a everybody be mad. Kiss my ass. I think Pac seen Puff market, when he got shot, and he made the Who Shot You, right? He took, not he made it, but he released it to take advantage of that situation as a marketing ploy. I think Pac when he got in trouble, he said, I'm finna come home and market everything off this shit.
Do you believe what's out there and what is Keefe telling the truth in your opinion?
No. Keefe, I don't believe. I said this once or twice. There's no way them niggas would have let nobody owe them $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna happen.
Right. So you think in terms of, well, the part I was asking about is how he's saying it happened.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. I never really heard. What's crazy is I never heard Keefe tell a story.
Oh, okay.
Like I know the story from Dre.
Like
okay. In a regular conversation.
All right. Well, I ain't even gonna ask you that, but
you saw it. You saw what I heard. You know what I mean? I didn't give it to nobody no different than I heard it.
Oh.
I didn't have to hold nothing back.
So the music video is from the Dre perspective.
No, it's from Baby Lane's perspective, but it's from like somebody who was explaining to me how it happened.
That was there.
Yeah, and then me understanding the emotions, because he didn't use the emotions, but I know every emotion being in a predicament.
Okay. So what's the play then with Keefe trying to switch who is, you know what I'm saying? Because now he's trying to put it on Dre.
I don't know. Maybe his family mad. I mean, I'm for sure Baby Lane family was mad when I put out like his. I think he had a kid.
Yeah.
His daughter was mad. So
yeah.
I don't know. I think maybe they might find shame on their family. I don't know. I never asked.
Yeah.
But I think there shouldn't be any thoughts of shame or anything. I don't give a fuck what nobody said about no fucking rapper.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? This is a life that we gotta survive, and our reputation is how we survive. I don't have to do the same thing now, but the predicament he was in, that's 9 times out of 10 how you have to respond.
Yeah. Might I dare ask this question, just
so
hypothetically, right? And I know the comments, I'm probably gonna catch some heat. Would you have done the same thing with Nip?
No, because Nip was still in the streets every day. So he'd be telling 2 street stories.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wouldn't also talk about no other 2 street dudes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like,
but I'm saying, if from that artistry standpoint, right?
It would have to be 20 years or something. Nip would have to ascend into that status what Pac has, where it's like that. But I don't think none of us really know what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Like, maybe if somebody knew. I was just talking about this as well. Like, I would love to hear the idea from like what happened with P&B Rock.
Yeah.
That to me, that's closer to what I would want to hear when somebody's voice in the streets. Nip and what happened with Nip in his situation, them is his homeboys and they both from the street, and some shit happened between 2 street dudes. 2 dudes who even knew each other.
Right.
So it kind of becomes not as simple as me expressing a street perspective versus
how not though? I mean, you said, I mean, what different? I mean, I understand Pac wasn't street like that, but
well, of course he was, but Tupac.
But
also
I'm saying
was but he's a multi-platinum rapper, right? Who was right then at that time 3 or 4 times platinum.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? 3, 4 movies down.
Yeah.
Number 1 rapper in the game that's
but that don't matter. The rules, the street shit still apply. The rules still apply.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like the equivalent of somebody that's not in the life with somebody in the life.
But what's the difference though? I'm saying
Nip is in the life.
But the same rules apply. You know
that's
what I'm
my
saying?
point.
Because the streets don't care whether you rich, famous, whatever.
But Nip is also not a multi-platinum rapper at this time. Who is not somebody not from a gang.
Mm-hmm.
I think I get what you're saying. You was explaining that LA street culture perspective.
Yeah. How the hell do it? It's like me trying to do like a version of what, like, if I try to do what, like how gang beef start, it just wouldn't have the same appeal.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And for Nip's legacy, it's going to take time to grow into that kind of deity that like where Tupac or, Jesus at. Like it's instant around here, but it may take time.
Okay.
I mean, but also Nip is a Crip. Like he's a gang member.
Right.
fuck the rap. He's not, and he's also not a multi-platinum rapper at that time.
I got you.
That was in, $100 million. He sold $100 million in box office tickets at the film.
No, I got you.
Where that same pressure, like again, I heard every rumor that everybody else heard, but also there's parts as a nigga that fuck with a lot of them and they homeboys too. I never heard the whole story.
Right.
It ain't like it's out there. So you would have to kind of know to me to put it together.
You think it's a reach for the whole Puffy thing? Because I do. I think that the Puffy situation.
I think it made for a really good story.
Yeah.
But Puffy should be nervous.
You think so?
Hell yeah. So I need to see the discovery, obviously, on the case, right? But if anything to do with the story itself that he's telling is the reason why he's in trouble, that nigga better get some attorneys.
But let's be fair. Like, let's bring it into a real life perspective, right? Especially back then. Puffy shook, right? He shook. These niggas is pressing him.
Is he really shook, though?
But hold on. I think he was. He was, right? When he come out this way, right?
Sure.
So he's, he like, how niggas talk. Niggas like, man, this niggas, man, nigga, I get a nigga 100,000, nigga, you take care, just talking, just venting, right? Because the thing about it is Keefe and them, when that shit happened, they didn't do it predicated on that.
Sure.
It was a response to a situation that had nothing to do with nothing.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say I feel like it's a reach, And again, let me say this too, just disclaimer, because again, I'm cool with Set. I'm cool with Ray Love and people close to Tupac. So we're just
outlaws.
we just unpacking it. But I still have sympathy and love for the family.
I think along somewhere explaining how gangbanging work and people feeling like this happened to Tupac, that there's some sense or lack of empathy from me. And that shit's stupid. Everybody know there's not no nigga breathing that rap from Los Angeles, especially that was born pre-1995, that don't fuck with Tupac Shakur. Obviously, everybody's empathetic to his death. We just understand this. This happens to our fucking friends all the fucking time.
Nah, that's real.
So it ain't gonna be no sweater or no different than I'm gonna feel the same sadness for my friend that I grew up with that I would feel for Tupac. I'm sad, but I understand.
I get
and
it.
Then just like them, they supposed to be mad at the motherfucker who did it.
Yeah.
But it's nothing. It shouldn't be a crime in me explaining how it is to be poor and coming up in this life and having to deal with protecting your reputation at all costs.
Right.
That's where I stand with it.
So you think they got action at Puffy at the end of the day? And do you think that Keefe's going to jail? What's your prediction on all that?
You know what? I'm gonna shut the fuck. I owe still steak right now because there's no way possible you could have told me that 27 years later, even after these interviews, that they was gonna be able to bring him to court. And still was like, I'm telling you, I got the inside scoop. That nigga going to prison. I'm like, man, nigga ain't finna. How? These interviews can't convict. But
I think he got action. I think he'll beat that shit. And I don't even think they'll bring Puffy in, bro.
I just don't ever really feel like Bad Boy was under threat from Death Row. That's what I genuinely feel. There's entirely too many motherfucking moments where these niggas bumped into each other and didn't nobody pinch each other.
Yeah.
That means somebody's telling niggas to stand down.
I mean, that shit happen all day on social media. You got motherfuckers that be going back and forth, funking with each other, but working out the same spot. So, I mean,
hands down. So again, it's like
it's a fact.
The fucking super fucking fact. I was saying it. I was like, I wish these niggas just sit at the fucking table. God damn, I ain't finna talk about these niggas and give them no prayer. If I ain't talking, this shit dumb. Fuck that. It's they fucking business. But for sure, the Death Row and the Bad Boy niggas ran into each other enough times to have a real nobody got pinched.
Yeah, but they ran into each other a few times. They had a few little standoffs and, not necessarily skirmishes.
Ain't nobody gonna pinch nobody.
Nah, because I think was it Reg or one of them niggas drew a gun,
And ain't nobody did nothing.
Hey, them niggas, if they was both in LA, it probably would have went down.
If they was both in LA.
No, I'm saying if they were stationed in, you know what I'm saying, headquartered. If Bad Boy was headquartered out here, it probably would have went down.
I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that shit. I think Pac was marketing. He seen Puff marketed off his shit with that fucking, I'm gonna say it, I don't give a fuck. Everybody be mad, kiss my ass. I think Pac seen Puff market, when he got shot. And he made the Who Shot You, right? Not he made it, but he released it to take advantage of that situation as a marketing ploy. I think Pac when he got in trouble, he said, I'm finna come home and market everything off this shit.